Listen, man. Just listen. I heard it was catching up. I heard the world was catching up, man. That's just what I heard. I'm just playing. Let me not troll these other teams, bro. Um, you would say men's and women's brought home the gold. No, this is what we do. No surprise, you know what I'm saying? We're here not shocked. Um, Matter of fact, for this pod, address me as Olympic Keys. Address me as Swavy Olympic. Address me as no, just nah, but let's get on here. First of all, let's just talk about the big three. Not Suns' big three. Talking about the big three of our generation. Steph, Bron, KD. Probably the last time, not only time, you're gonna see those three on the same team like that. Um, those games, that game versus Serbia, the gold medal game versus France. Those are gonna be like games that we like y'all gonna be telling y'all our kids, nephews, all of that, bro. Like we should feel blessed that we got to witness that, bro. That was fire. That Serbia game, bro. I ain't gonna lie, had me shook for a little bit. I wasn't a TL saying it was gonna come back though, so I thought it was gonna come back, but they had pushed it back to like double digits in the fourth, and I was like, oh, it's getting spooky. But like I said, I had like calmed down. Uh, like how Steph had said when Book hit that three, it kind of like that was like a momentum changer, both of them to me, because KD had hit a three before that. Book hit a three. You know, all of us Suns fans on the TL lit. It was a big shot. So at that point, you know, I calmed down a little bit. I was like, okay, like yeah, we finna go on this run real quick and go crazy. Um, then we get to the gold game, and for all the slander that Kerr was getting, I thought he was good. He played Tatum because y'all know I'm not gonna get into that Tatum thing on here. I'm gonna just say he should play. He should have been playing. Um, but then on the other side, I see why some people was like, he just wasn't. Which his jumper has been broke for a minute. I don't know what's going on, but guys getting slumps. But I feel like he does other things well, where he could have played over, Derek Whites of the world. But I get it. They're used to playing off ball, and there's people saying like yes, like Book and other guys like that play better off ball for sure. But I don't think Tatum can't play off ball. There's a lot of people saying that's going a little too far. Like, oh, Tatum can't play off ball, blah blah blah. All that I don't believe that. I think he can play off ball. But like I said, we ain't gonna turn this into a Tatum episode, bro, because that discussion's already been AIDS and annoying on TL anyway. So, um, but beginning of that game immediately, you kind of seen, bro, Wimby, the league's cooked, bro. Wimby is different, but you can kind of see he was a little like his foot speed was a little too much for Embiid. And towards the end of that game, when with guys like AD and stuff like that, just smarter because like I said, he made a couple moves. He had a nasty hezzy. Like his foot speed, he's different, bro. He's different, dude. He's like 20, bro. He about to barely go into his second season. He's gonna wreck the league, dude. He's insane. Like, and the fact he cried and stuff like that, bro. Like that alone tells me how much of a competitor and everything he is, which I already knew that about. You could just tell the way he play. He's gonna be different, bro. It makes me mad as a Suns fan that he's on the Spurs because y'all know our history with the Spurs, bro. Don't get me started. It makes me sick. We're gonna have to deal with him again in the Western Conference. Deal with them again, not him, but them, the Spurs again in the Western Conference, and they got somebody like that. It's a very annoying. It's very annoying because he's gonna end up being the best player in the league at some point. So it's just gonna be very annoying. And he's in the Western Conference, so Spurs fans, we still got beef, bro. Y'all know what y'all have done to us. Y'all know what y'all have done to us in the past, man. But yeah, I thought Kerr did a good job. Like I said, he's getting slandered a lot, which some of the stuff I get it because there was a lot of other times where we're like, why is the big three not on the floor together? Bron, KD, Steph, obviously. But, into that Serbia game to close out, he had them out there once again. Book was out there. Embiid was there out there in the Serbia game. They went with a different big in the gold medal game. But those four, for sure, were, to me, best four players. You can make argument AD too. AD might have been fit. Him and Book is right there. But, I just throwing Book in there because Book was, in a lot of the closing lineups, led in plus minus. The eye test matched. I think I seen what he ended up like second in assists. A lot of people wasn't even, paying attention. He was really diamond out there. And a lot of those, some of the guys was missing. He probably would have had a lot more assists, but he just all around basketball player, bro. And it's crazy how people tried to, earlier in his career make it like he wasn't, like he's just he's just a scorer on a bad team. But us Suns fan knew better than that. But bro, those games, I'm still hyped. It's been a couple days now, and I'm still hyped about that. I feel like we never know. The one person that maybe might play in 2028 is somebody like KD, bro. KD's just, he's just always there. So who knows? But I think if I had to guess, though, I think all three is done. But like I've been saying, there's people trying to say, I came at the beginning of this pod joking like who's catching up. Like obviously there's guys out there, and some of these countries is getting better, but it's like people just act like we're not getting better. Like we don't have stars. That's like, one of our young stars just won a championship. Like, like we gotta like act like we got a guy like Book, obviously, that's been to the finals. We got a guy like Ant that just had a run that he had, and he's still young. Like dudes like that, Ja. Y'all see what Ja was doing when he was in the playoffs and stuff. Like we got a lot of guys that, that's gonna be good. Chet's gonna be really good. He's one of those bigs I feel like is gonna be, on that roster. Still got guys like Bam. I feel like AD could possibly still be playing by then. Like we'll still get the job done, I believe, in 2028. And then, they gotta come out here. It's up. It's up. So we'll be good. Let me get on the KD thing. Obviously he made history. All-time leading scorer out there, man, for the Olympics and all that. It was crazy. Just like, how do you guard that, bro? Like, how do you guard those three? Because like I said, you can't help. And you seen Bron and Steph spamming, that pick and roll together, and then the time that you did help, like one of them was make you pay, or if you did manage to get the ball out of both of their hands, you swinging it to KD, or it's cheating. Then you got to. Then like had the Serbia game, how KD did the dang midi. Oh, ISO, and Melo was like, go kill him, go cook him. Everybody got out the way, KD do what he do. Like, it's possible to guard. I feel like we still gonna have that dynamic in 2028. It might not be those three, but it's guys like that. Like, if y'all think it's just gonna be easy for these other countries to just guard Book or Tatum, Ja, and by themselves, like they're gonna cook them too. So that's my thing. Just like, I think, because what I was gonna say about the KD thing, like most people recognize him as, the best Olympic player ever. So I don't gotta touch on that too much. It's clearly obvious. He's at what, four gold medals now. So I just want to show my dog some love. Y'all know, like I said, blessing us to be able to have combos with him and Book. But my thing with him is like, he obviously gets his respect, but people be trying to disrespect him just because he talk on Twitter and stuff like that. That make him even more of a go to me, because he will engage and talk to you on Twitter. He just like talk ball like the rest of us. That's why I think he's really cool. He's dang. He's obviously one of my, in my top 5 favorite players ever. So that's my dog, bro. That's my dog. And we get on my other dog, Book, because now Book, because I feel like both of them get disrespected. KD, I will say people already recognize what KD is. Like even though he gets disrespected too. Like don't get me wrong, I ain't saying like he still don't get the love he should get either. But people are still not stupid enough to not to just say he's not one of the greatest ever, top 10 ever. Like even his haters, they can't disagree with that, bro. Like it is what it is. Now Book on the other hand, people like his stock was dropping after we lost the first round, even though this is a damn team game. I've already said last pod, like, yeah, he could have played better defense like that. All right, we talked about that, why I feel like it was tougher for him too and all that, blah, blah, blah. He, for sure, I was like the number one player off the team that changed his narrative, which is sad because he shouldn't even have to change the narrative because he's special, bro. And we know he's special, and he's shown he's special multiple times. It's just every time he loses or has a moment, like, you're not going to continue to have a good moment. You're not going to have a good years, good series every year, bro. It's not possible. Even the greats have had some bad series, some bad flameouts, all of that. And you just got to be damn realistic. Like it's every time it happens, it's like people want to damn, like they want to drop you so far, and they just forget about like his performances in the playoffs before, him going crazy and putting up damn MJ numbers and there being graphics of him next to MJ in the middle of the playoffs. So people want to just like ignore stuff like that. But he changed his narrative obviously because, like I said, it's sad, but the whole world's watching obviously when it's the Olympics. All fan bases in the NBA are watching, like actually locked in. So people got to see what us Suns fans already know he can do because we watch him all the time. And people say they watch here and there, but most people are watching their teams for the most part. A lot of people are not tuning in to watch the Phoenix Suns. We got a little more eyes on us, obviously, because when you get a star like KD, more people are gonna watch, but people still was disrespecting Book. A lot of it had to do with last season, like I said, the way we went out. His defense wasn't as good as prior years, but he showed again like what he can do. He literally did everything. There's nothing out there y'all say he couldn't do. He was scoring, he playing off ball, he moving the ball. Like he ain't even scoring. Like he don't need to hold the rock forever to score. He's out there scoring. He's one of the better perimeter defenders out there. I can't like, bro, I don't recall who was better than him on the perimeter on defense. Maybe Drew, but he was like right there. It's funny. He was our perimeter like defender, the perimeter stopper. We played France too. The Cordier, however you say his name. He was eating in these other games. He was struggling a lot of that game. And his primary defender was Book. And Book did that to a lot of guys. When he was playing Serbia, Book was on Micic tough, and Micic is tough. He was on him tough, making him struggle. That ball pressure was like Book ball pressure was bothering people. He was getting over screens. Like, matter of fact, I would just say he was our best perimeter defender out there. Like I said, guys like Drew, Ant for sure had his moments. KD, all of them, But Book was like the primary guy. Like we sticking, he's the one getting off the screens, blah blah blah, and everybody else, playing off that. Obviously, the bigs can, do what they do. AD, Embiid and all of them. But he just did everything and changed his narrative on Twitter to where it's like you look on Twitter, Instagram, you used to seeing him getting slandered. There's still a few there and there, here and there, because every player got some damn haters. But you look on there, it look about like 85, 90% are just like, bro, like I didn't know he did this. Like you gotta give him some love, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people's like, I have a different type of respect for him, all of this, which is fire and it's annoying at the same time, just because we already like just us Suns fans know that's who he is and that's what he can do. So it's just like people are surprised, and he's not. You can't slander some people because, like I said, a lot of people. Like I don't watch every single team all the time. I watch a lot of basketball. I watch most teams. I'll be on League Pass, blah blah blah. But I can't say I know as much about certain teams as I do about the Suns because obviously I'm watching the Suns most of the time. I watch to where I know enough. But if it's certain stuff, like for me, people want to speak on. If I feel like I ain't watching enough, I'm not gonna speak on it. But if it's stuff where I feel like I watched enough, I will. I feel like a lot of people will speak on the Suns when I know we're not even like one of those markets like LA, New York, blah blah blah. We're not necessarily a small market, but we're not even one of the markets. So I know most of y'all are not even watching us. So just like, but for the most part, I'm just enjoying that my boys getting that love because Like we know he can do. That's my dang signed Devin Booker ball right there. I got to get a case for it. I don't know why I don't have a case. I still got it in the plastic, so no hands get on. It's dirty. I want to try to get KD to sign it too. That'll be fire, bro. That'll be fire. Two of my favorite players ever. They for sure both of my top 5 favorite players ever. Get them both to sign that. Like Booker already signed it, but I might try to see. I'm gonna see if KD can sign it too. Then put it in the case. But yeah, I feel like he changed his narrative. Last thing about the Suns, because now I want to talk about Kalia Cooper and them too, because they got the job done. Like I said last pod, I think it just got Suns fans excited. Like I said, I feel like we addressed a lot of the issues from last season, and I think we're gonna be better than people think. Like I personally think we're right. Like if we're like I said, this is contender. I feel like we're like right here, right close to it, whatever. Because a lot of it just depends on me. For like I said, if some of them if some of them rooks pan out, but our main issues last year was size. We added size, but the problem is our size that we added are like rookies, so you don't know how early they're gonna play. We added Plumlee, obviously that's size too, but the main things that we really fixed, like the bench is easily and clearly better than it was going into last year. Like your bench now is led by Grayson, Monte, Royce. That right there enough is better. Last year was what? EG, Watanabe, like guys like that. Like those Watanabe's not even in the damn league. EG is just a little older. Keita Base Diop, like guys like that. Like our 3 best players already on the bench now are really good actual like players. So the bench is better. Bol had a season where he showed he could do something. He can come off the bench. Then obviously the point guards, like we already said, 2 of the best assist to turnover ratio point guards. We got 2 of them on the roster. So those are the 3 main things: the size, the bench, and outside of health. Because health, you can't really control health. So it's nothing you can do to change that. Like you either stay healthy. that's a luck thing. You can't really change that or anything. So besides the health thing and the big 3, you not being able to play, like you can't change. You just gotta hope they stay healthy. That's a luck thing. Because a lot of Bradley Beal's injuries was just unlucky to me, like some foolery, getting hit in the nose and Dante DiVincenzo sliding under his damn ankle and stuff like that. But the size we have, like I said, it really depends on like what these rookies can actually add. Point guards, the big 3 could just do their thing. The bench, but like we addressed all of them. Like I said, the size things, we still small out there in the starting lineup, but y'all know what I'm saying. We fixed a lot of the holes. I think we're gonna be a lot better. And those Olympics got me excited. Book, KD, Bill, all of them, because like especially y'all people see what Book can do, and I feel like what he did in the Olympics, he can translate a lot of that now. That he doesn't have to take on a whole bunch of the point guard responsibility. He go back to being that killer Book, that 2 guard, off and on ball, like coming off pin, all of that, just cooking, doing his thing. And then, like I said, that'll make it where he has a lot more energy on defense, all of them, because they ain't got to worry about initiating. They'll never have to be the primary initiators like that, because we got 2 very good point guards on the roster now. Now to the ladies, shout out Kalia Cooper, Diana Taurasi, the GOAT. She got 6 of them things. 6 gold medals is crazy. That's crazy. Bro, 6 gold medals is crazy. Shout out DT. Brittney Griner, they was out there too. Kalia Cooper, her and Asia Wilson closed that game against France too. How funny is it too? Like both of the gold medal basketball games was USA versus France. That's really hilarious. Gabby Williams was out there hooping for France. She was going crazy, bro. I thought when she hit that damn 3, looking floater off glass, bro. I thought it was a 3 for a second. I was like, oh my god, like that was that was crazy, bro. That she made that. Like I was like, oh my god, they really not trying to go nowhere. Just like men's France, I give shout out to both France teams. Like they wasn't trying to go nowhere. Like for us, once we lock in, obviously, like I said, we just better than season when we lock in. Like we just got the stars. Like we gonna go finish. Like Steph, Bron, KD, they was gonna go finish that game regardless. Like the women's too, they're just not close. Like I said, Asia, Kalia, both of them are top 5 to me in WNBA too. Anyway, so like it's hard to guard Kalia. And we know, obviously, as most people that are Suns fans are Mercury fan too. I went to the Mercury game this year. Like I wasn't there to lit. Like that game was fire. Like that game is really growing and it's gonna keep growing with this new stars. And obviously, Caitlin, Angel, all of them leading the charge, bro. That's a great lead. Shout out Kalia Cooper going out there closing that game, getting clutch free throws, getting layups, all of that. And then she was locking out. I was tweeting like, dude, they're playing that book roll defense too. Like she's in there getting stops. Jackie Young was in foul trouble. They needed somebody out there to guard. And Kalia Cooper went out there and did that and was getting buckets. Now for the Mercury, because they're gonna get back to their season about a week or something like that. The Suns obviously we gotta wait. It's the off season, but the Mercury. Now I was saying healthy with Brittany Griner. I believe the Mercury are championship contending team this year. Like they have shooting everywhere. They got their go-to scorer, Kalia, BG, both. DT still, do her thing. You just gotta be smart with DT, knowing to pull her, knowing she need to be out there, but she still just smart. She can't move like she used to do. She's just smart. She can shoot it, all of that. But like I said, DT don't even need to carry when you got score and then the shooting and scores, that we got. So, like I said, I was saying beginning of the year before they had BG, like they get BG back there, they're up there. And the game I had went to was when they played the Liberty, and they ended up winning that game. And I feel like Liberty's another team that's obviously like what's called. I feel like we matched up really well. When I was watching them too, I was like, bro, the Liberty got length. Like, bro, that's a tough team. They're gonna be tough. A lot of tough teams out there, but I really think the Mercury can get it done for real. Like, I think there are RB contenders. I said Suns is like right there. I got to see first, like I said, with our size. Like, if one of the rookies can like add something, so we got somebody else, athletic with some size out there. But I already think the Mercury is there. I think the Mercury are already in that tier of like contenders. So, I will be locked in and watching them. Kalia Cooper is by far been my favorite player to watch in WNBA. Caitlin's like right there. Like, bro, I love watching Caitlin because I like a lot of time I like skill players. I consider myself real life like a shooter. I love to be able to shoot, hit middies, all of that. My favorite player in the league at a point is whenever Paige get there. Paige, that's my favorite player right there for sure. But yeah, man. I mean, that's all I got. Y'all know it's the off season. We got to talk about whatever basketball we get. And right now it was the Olympics. Both brought home the gold. Y'all address me as Olympic Swavy in this video. Olympic Keys in this episode. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to drop every week, every Monday. I realize, like I said, we don't got much material because it's off season. But we'll always find something, even if it's not just Suns. Because like I said, we don't have to just talk Suns. Or if I gotta upload some IRL hoops, like we'll do that on this channel. We stream. I just keep the content coming regardless. On all my stuff, TikTok. Obviously on here, YouTube, Twitch, all of that, Instagram. Y'all lock in. Yeah, I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying?